I wonder what they're like. From our viewpoint, Professor, they're either suprahuman or subhuman.
Hello out there in the YouTubeverse. It is Max and I am back at you with another one of these vidges on the YouTube. Welcome. I am not alone, however, I have guests. Guest number 1.
Sam.
Guest number 2.
You're never alone, Max.
Oh,
Cliff.
Well, I mean, on YouTube, everybody watches, I guess. Thank you to those who watch. You scant few. I appreciate you. So we are doing Final Fantasy Draft. We are doing a quick draft, but the reason is because we are drinking alcohol. I don't know if that's going to be any problem or flag us on YouTube at all. Not for kids. I always check that button. So we're good there. However, we're going to play this Final Fantasy Draft. We're going to read some of the cards, and we are going to just be generally on the uproarious side. So I hope you stick with us through this draft and laugh at our ridiculousness.
I can't read most of the cards,
Neither can
but I like the one that says whenever it attacks you surveil to, or the one that says when you play it, each opponent discards a card. I don't know what the rest of the cards do,
Okay.
but those are the two I got to read
Oh, it's a chocobo.
So this is the one you saw.
first. Yes.
Yeah. This card's
I like
strong.
that.
This is also the first uncommon that lets you take an extra turn in the game.
Neato.
Yeah. There's your fun fact.
That is right up my alley.
This is a cliff card, for sure.
And then what is it? Hectowise?
Heck dies.
Heck dies.
Yeah,
I'm very far away from the screen.
you are. Heck dies, yep, comes in and just has the opponent discard.
Definitely not first pickable though.
No. Reno and Root is a solid first pick in black if we wanted to try to wield the Heck dies. So this is kind of like a bad Ragavan.
Okay.
So it's got Menace. Whenever it hits, you can exile the top card of that player's library. If you sacrifice another creature or artifact, you can pay the card.
That is a way worse Ragavan.
It is. There's a lot of hoops to jump through, but it often comes down on 2 and it's just unblockable for the first few hits, which isn't too bad.
Menace is pretty good. What's our rare thing?
It's basically a 4/3 with reach.
That's less exciting.
Yeah. There's a little bit of vehicle and reach stuff, but like you can see one of the more playable vehicles is in white. And a lot of them tend to be rare or higher. The side quest is good. If you get to flip the side quest, it becomes pretty insane.
Okay.
Because then all your Chocobo get double landfall triggers, basically, so it can get out of hand very quickly.
Sure.
So it's not a bad rate for 1 and a green, and you get to make the initial Chocobo anyway.
And I like playing lands.
Lands are good.
What's the catfish do?
The catfish is fine. Namazu Trader.
Oh, yeah, that's not very good.
No, it's fine.
It's adorable.
It's a
looking, though.
filler, yeah. It's not a bad card. I played one at the pre-release. It's fine. It's filler for sure.
It's cuter than good.
Yes.
I like
Its
the black
cuteness
blue
outweighs its goodness.
I like the black blue card.
You like the 2 color, like starting off strong 2 colors.
That's me.
My vote is for Chocobo or Reno and Rude.
I support either of those.
Also, the Magitech armor is also good. It's
What are the odds that the blue-black card wheels?
through the bots.
Yeah.
I think higher than it would be for people's.
Okay, that's good for us.
So you could try like Reno and Rude. If you try Reno and Rude, you could wield the Heck Dies or the Ultimecia.
Sure.
Do we want to go that route?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the blue instant? Oh, that's also fun.
It's good. It's a solid card.
I'm on bad Ragavan, but I could be easily swayed to double landfall triggers.
Okay.
I do love playing lands.
Sam, do you
Black.
like black but over the green card?
Always.
Always.
You know that.
Ooh.
I do like chocobos.
This
though.
actual counterspell.
Oh well, we know where my allegiances lie.
Yep. Actual counterspell. This card's very good. Realm sketching.
That is good.
Yeah. Quite a strong card. This card's okay.
We don't want just okay.
No, we have some actively good cards. I think even though this card is like It reads like it's not great, but it's insane.
Oh, that card's been really good.
I can see how that card would be very good.
Yeah.
What's the limit break?
It's one of the dies comes back gimmicks.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's all right.
Obviously not the choice, but that's neat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
a cool
played one
card.
of those in one of my drafts.
Counterspell obviously is Counterspell. Realm Sketching's really good. If we wanted to stay in color, we're probably taking the Meh card
But the Mac card seems much worse than the sketching.
or the Counterspell for
Yeah.
sure. So I think it's probably one of these
What
two.
is combat tutorial?
Divination and put a 1/1 counter on something.
Oh, that's also fun.
Yeah. And this card's just okay in this format.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I haven't played Magic in so long.
Yeah. Yep. That card's fine.
That's sad.
Counterspell.
Just actual factual counterspell.
Do you think Counterspell is better than the Realm Sketching?
Probably not with the Reno and Rude. If we had taken Ultimisia, I would argue we have an expensive card, so we want a cheap interactive
Sure.
card. But I think because these are both fighting to do two very different things on the 2-drop, it would push me to take Realm Sketching.
I would lean towards Realm Sketching just because of the mana. Counterspell, but we have to make sure we go island.
Yep, that's true too. Sam, you're outvoted this time.
If we took Ultimisia, though, which we hope wheels, still fits in our deck.
There's a Sahagin down here in color. We
It's a
can
good card.
move off of one of the two cards we've drafted already and spec on Suplex.
Super Abrade, right?
Super, but it's a sorcery, but it exiles on both sides.
Okay. What is Poison the Waters?
Medium.
Okay. I just didn't...
Yeah.
I don't know anything from this set,
I know
so...
a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those cards, it reads like it would be way better than it actually plays.
Sure. It definitely looks like it's a sideboard card.
Yeah.
And what is the other black card beneath Poison the Waters?
It's again
Ugh.
filler.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably Suplex coming off color, the Sahagin to stay on color. That'd probably be the direction I would consider going.
Off color or staying on color?
One of the two.
Sahagin.
I'm on staying on color and
Okay.
praying that Ultimisia comes back and we get a second one in pack 2.
Fair enough. Kind of an oop. Sorry, I won't let that happen again. Ice Magic. Marlboro. Not to be confused with the popular cigarettes.
That card I like, the swamp cycling on it.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good
So
card.
there's a basic land cycler in each color,
Okay.
or for each land type. This one is, I think, far and away the best of the land.
Okay.
Of the land cyclers.
So it's like Legions.
Yeah, I think.
What does the Ice Magic do? I didn't get to read the whole thing. So for 2, you can bounce a thing.
Yep.
For 4,
Top or bottom.
do you get to do both, or
Just
just
one.
just what you were paying
Just the
for?
thing you pay
Okay.
for. Yep.
And then
Shuffle a
that seems really
Yeah, that
strong.
card's pretty
card's
good.
insane. This is
I
a
like
cliff
that
card.
Yes, that seems better than. I think if that weren't there, we'd take them all, bro. Right?
Yeah, I fully agree.
Sorry for sticking my ring on the glass.
Oh, you're good. Chocobo Kick, also solid, not for us. The Judge Magister is really good as well. 2/2 menace for 2, and then it just gets huge. But yeah, I think it's an easy Ice Magic.
That seems like you want 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's one of those I'd play as many as I can get. And it's really good if you play it with red, or there's a bunch of cards that 4 CMC or higher for non-creatures matter.
Okay.
So the
So
second
the
mode.
Sahagins and that sort of things.
Right, exactly. That mode matters a lot.
What is the weird art card?
It is Lab Maniac.
Oh, ooh. Well, that's right up my alley. But it's not fit in draft.
Try to run ourselves out of cards intentionally. There is this guy who's like fine,
Looter, and then
blocks and can draw cards in the late game. I think it's fine. It's a
Yeah.
card you're not like unhappy to have. Right now we have just Reno and Rude that work with Blitzball.
that's not terrible though.
No, it's not a horrible card at all.
Is it what we want to take this early?
That's the question. I think it's probably one of these 2 medium 3s.
All right. How do you feel about? And this is wild. The land.
I don't hate the land because it leaves us open to, if we need to drop Reno and Rude, we can immediately backdoor into red, which is fine.
Do you think the backdoor into red is more powerful than
One
the
of these
merchant?
2. Yeah, these
Okay.
are super replaceable.
Yeah. I like the land.
Okay, we'll take the land. Sam, you get no,
That's fine. I was
Oh,
reading.
you have a
Reno.
blue red card.
and we have an insane blue-red card.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1 color 0. 4 martial case spell, draw 2 cards. Holy yes. I don't even need to finish reading it. I'm on board for that.
Yeah,
Unless something else is utterly broken.
They have another ice magic, which is pretty damn impressive.
But that's a common though,
Right,
right?
yeah. I'm just saying, seeing that this late is
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, I think it's this card, no question. We probably just ditch the Reno and
Is
Rude.
the Coral Sword the you make a character and it gets equipped to it?
Yeah.
No, this one's not a job selector.
Okay.
Why?
This one is a combat trick.
Okay. It's not for Mirrodin.
No, it's not for Mirrodin. It is not a job
That's the one with
select.
flash and you.
It's not a germ.
Okay.
Yep. This one just gives you +1/+0, and the turn it attaches,
strike.
it attaches for free and gets first strike.
That's fun.
Single red first strike, and then it's relevant through the rest of the life
Sure.
of the game. Not a terrible card by any stretch, but this card is insane.
Yeah.
So we want non-creature spells.
Yeah, pretty much now we're looking for like our Retrieve the Espers, etc. This card specifically is insane.
Draw 3 cards, discard 2, and you step 8 more cards in your graveyard. And it turns into a 4/4.
4/4 flyer.
Yes.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
And it's a non-creature spell.
Yeah.
What is Sage Not a job select equipment?
Yeah, like
So it's a 2/1?
it's a 2/1 that can untap something. It's very filler.
Yeah.
I'd say if we were going for blue-white artifacts,
Okay.
this is something we would want. But also this flips into an artifact, so I'd be hard to press to argue against this in pretty much any regard. So this pack looks pretty bad for us.
Red card.
Super late Chocobo Racetrack.
I don't think we're going to be specking into double green though, are we?
No, not at all.
What's the red card?
Pretty bad uncommon.
So do we take the black card just because it's theoretically stronger?
Could take the black card. I think Poo Poo is in fact Poo Poo. This card is Poo Poo UFO.
In your hand. Okay, well that's useless. That's
Yeah.
that card.
And right now we have Ann Town.
Okay, so it becomes a 1/1.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything in here we could do. I mean, we could take this perhaps if we really need it, but it just seems so unlikely.
I'd rather take the black card in case red isn't there.
Okay.
Or if the Tella is just the splash.
That's fair. I like that. Opera Love Song, solid. An
Okay.
Exile 2 or Pump Creatures.
And then
Laughing Mad's fairly replacement. Like,
Okay.
and there's no blue card. There's the Monk's Fist we could consider taking, but I think it's too early to make like we need this for curve reasons.
Right. I like the card on that one.
Yeah, this card seems pretty great for us. Another
Sahagin.
Sahagin, super late, pick 10. Yeah, no question about that. The Red Mage's Rapier, which is like, okay, it's one of the job selects, but every time you cast a non-creature spell, it's also,
Which is
yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't mind playing
That's-
one of these.
That's definitely better than the potential black card.
Yep. 2 red cards here. Whenever you attack, equipped creature gets menaced. It's like meh. And then there's this is the mountain cycling
I'm in for
card.
that.
Yeah. Trample haste 5/4. It can kill. It can end a game.
And a mountain.
That thing came back.
Take Lab Ban.
The other card just does literally nothing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it like thefts an equipment, I believe. If I'm not thinking for till end of turn. Or one turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
And a swamp.
And a swamp. So this card's insane.
Can we get the lands to splash it?
It's real good. I would love to play it, but as a tough one. Eject is very good.
That is very good.
There is Katana, which is also very good.
Trample haste. So it makes a what?
Job select. that makes a
3/3.
1/1.
3/3, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the late
Trample
game,
haste.
you have the relevant.
Trample haste.
Yeah.
That seems very strong.
Oh, I see a suplex down here.
We are light on actual removal.
Right.
Right now it's just the pseudo ice magic.
So I think it's likely the right picks are either the Katana, the Eject, or the Suplex. Those seem like the real choices in here.
So
The
I-
suplex with a wheel.
I lean towards the eject because it fits with the 4 cost.
Yeah, it really plays well with the double Sahagins. If we can get the some of the other uncommons in blue-red specifically, the Eject will pay off like crazy.
I'm in for that.
I think this is the best card on pure power level, And I could definitely, like you said, if this was pack 3 and we're like, we just need the removal, we have to take this,
Sure.
I could see that being the case too. So we have the Prima Vista, which is not great. If we were playing,
So it crews itself if you pay something that costs 4.
yeah, it's just like fine. It's hard to crew because
Yeah.
of the crew too. I think this card's excellent.
I'm in for Value Town.
Yeah, it just makes stuff, makes blockers, buys us time to do all the stuff on the higher end of our curve. This is obviously more for the equipment-based decks,
Yeah.
but it's solid. I think outside of that, there's not much here. There's just the Tender, which is awful, and a Blitz Ball.
I like the 2/1 flyer and the 1/1.
It's so good.
Saga.
What is summon?
GF a Freet
Oh, it's like okay.
So rummage
twice.
and then get extra mana.
Twice.
That's fine.
It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of these in a lot of decks because of their diminishing returns.
Right.
And our deck wants to play a long game, so the Saga creatures get significantly worse for us because we're not applying pressure.
I'm on Hill Giant or Combat Tutorial.
I like Combat Tutorial.
Or Hill Gilgits.
Yep.
Gigas.
Who's the giant?
I'm all
on-
in on
yeah.
Combat Tutorial. I just want to draw cards. Another Combat Tutorial. There is a cargo ship, which isn't great for us because we're not on the blue-white train. There is a Call of the Mountain Chocobo, which is good.
I like that card. Plus it triggers.
Twice.
I like that one.
Yeah, I think that's the better play over the third
Third,
Sahagin.
yeah.
I do like Sahagin. Like, I'd happily play 4 of these. But
Right.
I think the call here
But we
is-
have a lot more cards coming in another
And that
pack.
triggers Sahagan. So
Right.
what's that red card?
This one?
Second one.
Sorry.
Oh, I liked her.
It's hard to keep the board clear for her, and we have 0 Thunder Magics.
It just has to attack though, right?
Just has to attack.
We do have a bunch of spells right now, but I guess that's thin. What is Ether? Is that what it is? That the card?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
not good enough, unfortunately. This card's fine. Similar to the Queen, just doesn't have to attack.
You only make one.
You make 1 permanent, but you get a 1/3 body, and then the little wizard. Just fine. And then there's the Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, which is just like unconditional removal.
I like that. Are we? Yeah, I think the removal's probably better.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Got Swallowed by Leviathan, which we definitely could take now.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Solid counter. We're going to be drawing cards and playing sorceries and shit. And yet another Sahagin, so that first one could definitely wheel.
Right. And
Crossroads Village is the only other thing.
Yeah, I think it's the spell.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
How many creatures we got?
Not enough.
Knowing me and Cliff, yeah. We have 1 job select that's not counted, so keep that in mind. Blazing Bomb is fine.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Um,
There's another Opera Love Song. I don't think
I
we
don't
got.
think we need that.
I don't think we have a powerful enough card yet. Like the Tell is good. I just don't know if the Magic Damper's quite warranted. But
I think we need to fill in other issues first.
yeah,
And we don't have enough artifacts for the big artifact, right?
right. Yeah. Otherwise, most of the time we're playing 7 for this, minus maybe we've
One.
Yeah,
1.
we're paying 7 for it.
Yeah,
It's not
basically
worth
every
it.
time. Yeah.
I'm in for Blazing Bomb.
Yeah, the bomb's fine. Sam,
This is very similar to the deck I played.
this is a good deck archetype. Now we have another Chocobo, first Magic Damper. We could play this. We could also play a World Map.
I like Chocobo.
I think Chocobo's better than the World Map for this deck.
Oh, you either search for a basic land or a land.
Yeah.
Chocobo. I wish we had something that ramped us from 2 to 4.
Whoa! 9th pick on the wheel suplex.
I'm in for Suplex.
Wow. So by picking, what did we first take out of this? It was the eject, right?
Yeah.
So we take the eject, get a suplex for free.
Mm-hmm.
Absurd. That is insane. Well, now it's kind of Prima Vista can be medium, and we can just cut it and not feel guilty about it.
What's the salad? That thing? Okay, it's a pinger.
Yeah.
And what a vigilant reach trample 6/6.
Yep.
That's super vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the cuttable
Yeah.
flyer.
A free or second of the Hill Giants.
Is another hill giant bad? Like hill gigas? Or would you rather
You
have
can
the
cut it if
Ifrit?
needed.
The Efreet helps with like filtering if we're gonna flood or we're trying to draw thin. It comes down to
Because we're on like we want what realistically 17 or 18 lands,
yeah.
just with like how like much we need to churn.
With the hand smoother, probably 17.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah. We're gonna cut. There's no question. We're already at 21 playables minus 20 playables right now.
What is the artifact?
It might be fine as a 1-of in our deck.
I mean, it's better than the other two just to stick on our sideboard, right?
Yeah. We got this guy back.
I'm in for that guy.
That seems better than GF Efreet. Move GF out for now.
I also think we should just remove the boat that we took.
The Prima Vista.
Yeah. That has too many red symbols and costs too much to theoretically ever be playable.
Wow.
I haven't even read it. Just knowing how Magic works, unless it's changed.
No, not on this card. Self-destruct is meh.
That is meh.
There's another Sahagin.
What is Rook turret?
More for the artifact decks.
I like another Saga.
I'm in for another Sahaga or Blazing Bomb.
Yeah, we'll take this Sahagin. See if
Because
we
we have
can
it's a blue-red land, right?
Yep. Whoop. Right here. Okay. We'll take this. Yeah, like this is probably the straight up best card in the pack. Just for reference sake, I think that's very good. I think this is probably in contention for best white common.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah. Chocobo Kick. I just think it was a bad pack for us. Got a Shiva.
Oh, I've seen that. That seems very good.
Yeah, card solid. This is the Saga creature. Like, if we're going to
That
play
we
Saga
want.
creatures, this is one we'd play for sure. Immediately impacts the board, continues to do so. Light of Judgment, and another one of those wizards, so, and a combat tutorial. But yeah, I think it's her good top end card. Oof, Lock Coal very late.
What's the red card on the far left?
A Threaten.
Okay. Do we want just the land?
It's possible. We're going to make playables, no question. Like, this is pretty replacement. It's a heavy damage, but it's replacement level removal.
I think just making sure we can cast our spells is super good.
I like it. Okay. I like this.
Mm-hmm. Is that the
Yes.
first one we've seen?
As the first one we have seen. So I think that's better than Haste Magic or the side quest or anything. And this flashes back for 4, which will trigger all of our...
Everything else.
Here's another Fours Matter kind of
Oh,
staple.
I love that card.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah,
It helps fill in our issues of not having a whole lot of creatures that are relevant.
right. Have to pass another Sahagin, but again, if we can get one of them on the wheel, unlike last time, another Retrieve the Esper.
We're definitely in the making cuts area.
Yeah, we'll take it. So this is white. We have a Syncopate and an Ice Magic.
I think the ice magic's better than the syncopate.
I agree with you.
I love syncopate though.
Yeah, oh, me too. That was one of the first Magic cards I saw, and it took me a long time to unpack how to use it.
I definitely think we're in a magic damper sideboard card, or theoretically squeaks in because it's relevant.
Yep. It's definitely the card we want the most of the cards there, no question. There's the Blazing Bomb.
I think we want a blazing bomb because we have a lot of 4s and 5s,
Yep.
and I think we want that guy
Yeah.
because everything else is
This is fine, but we have the Prima Vista already.
right.
So it's like, I mean, the draw discard's nice, but I think this guy's going all over the screen.
Just take
Another
another one.
Turbo Racetrack so late. Take a Laughing Mad here is the most likely. Again, could flash back and be relevant if we feel like we need it.
It doesn't matter
Critter.
at this point what we take.
Forest.
Ooh, good art forest.
Yeah. All right. Not too bad in the world of cuts.
3 cuts.
3 cuts. I'll sort it by creatures, though I don't think that's going to come up too much in terms of relevancy, just because of the amount of, like, this makes creatures, this makes creatures, this makes creature. So we really don't have, like, this doesn't provide a true good picture of what we have going on. So with the first thing that stands out to me is potentially cutting the opera love song.
Yeah.
We have enough other draw we ended up with. Combat Tutorial, Dreams of Laguna. I think we're in a pretty good spot in terms of that anyway.
With the amount of spells we have, do we want more of the Elder?
We could, for sure.
Like, are we just kind of like a spellsy deck?
I mean, the little mages are good. This guy's good. This is pretty good when you pair it with all the little dirtily guys we're making.
Right, we have morons.
This deck's good. It's got a lot of stuff I like.
It's nice that you're saying that because I'm sitting here.
No, it's just it's a deck I would draft on my own and be pretty happy to play. Could be the Hill Gigas.
Is there 2 of them or 1?
There's just one, but we shouldn't have mana issues.
There's so much like card draw and fixing. And stuff
realistically,
like
we're probably running too many mountains. That's another issue, though.
that. Yeah. Let's try cutting the Gigas.
Is it just 2 elders, or do you think like that ends up being our win con?
I think we can probably try to roll with 2 and see how it goes. So I think we do have some stuff that can win us the game pretty effectively. Realm sketching. Obviously, this card's nuts.
Shiva seems too good to cut.
Too good, yep.
How many more? 2.
Red Mage's Rapier seems like it's gonna matter.
It doesn't trigger the 4.
No, but it's just whenever we cast a non-creature spell, like, you just hook it to a Sahagin and then just like cast it, like,
Yeah, that's true.
then you just like play Dreams, flash it back in 1 turn. It's just like get
And then you get
wrecked.
that blue one that draws a card when it deals damage.
It's also one of the creatures in our deck, right?
Yeah.
It's
Could be 1 call the Mountain Chocobo.
yeah, bring our curve down a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's like probably the most irrelevant spell that triggers stuff. Like all of our trigger, like the 4 matters triggers,
Yeah.
are all exceptional. Like to the point where that seems like a logical cut.
Go down land.
Sorry.
No worries. No, you can't go down a land in this deck.
No, we need 17
But you
lands.
have Chocobo.
We have to get to 4.
Searches for it.
We have to get to 4.
I'm just kidding.
Could be a
I
bomb.
think it's a bomb.
It's just like fine, but not great.
And if we play against someone that's very aggressive, we can just stick it. Well, no, is it just best of 1?
Yeah,
Okay, so there's no sideboards.
right.
Okay.
74-30.
I think 7 mountains.
We have 8 red sources.
8 red sources is plenty
8
for.
to 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. Argument, we do want to like, but the Blazing Bomb doesn't even have to come down until 3 anyway, because it doesn't start to trigger until 4.
Right.
All right, so we got the deck. Now's the games. So we'll see how well we actually did.
This is the part that we're worse at.
Yep. We have no bombs. Like, Tella is really good, but I wouldn't call it a bomb. So that's the negative to the deck, is we're lacking just raw power.
Why you dropped that cliff?
Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible human being.
All right, matchmaking.
Waiting for opponent.
For real. All right, we got there. Again, big thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here. I'm not going to throw this back.
No, it just doesn't. It's not an exciting hand.
No, we have to suplex basically their turn 3 play.
Yeah.
And, like, we'll play this on 1. It's fine. If we can, like, survive for this and then untap, we're in a pretty good spot.
We can definitely play all of our spells.
We are not mana screwed. It's a fine hound. Killing that.
As I say, that seems like something we should blow up.
Yeah, it just adds. It's a mana ramper. Sorry, Torgal. You were a fine hound. Such a fine hound.
And we're definitely just jamming Elder.
Yeah, I think Elder basically gets played unless they play something completely terrifying that this would answer. But that'd be so strange on 3. Not unheard of in the Final Fantasy format. And then
We playing blue.
We're gonna walk right into a counter spell. I'm ready for it.
that's fine. If they want to counter this guy, I don't think we feel too bad about it. Yep, just the dreams is fine.
I wouldn't be upset about drawing our own dreams.
No, not at all. Got to skip over a forest, which is good for them.
Land, Sahagin dreams. Sign me up.
Heck dies.
Oh, we got a mountain.
Easy mountain here. I wonder why play that then. So I guess untap land so we can play Sahagin and still hold up Ice Magic if we need to.
What could we want? What would we want to ice magic instead of paying one of the higher end one things?
I don't know. It's a good question. Something with haste?
We're at 20.
Okay.
I'm on play tap
Play
land
this.
in case we draw 5-drop.
Do we play Sahagin?
That's fine.
Okay.
What combat tricks are there? Can we punch with our 1/3?
Oh, we're punching. We still have a red up, so we're representing all kinds of scary stuff.
Bring in the pain.
Coral Sword, Thunder Magic, actual factual Lightning Bolt. Oh, it's our
Oh,
girl.
it's that card.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Good news is this is easily answered by a Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, which is cool. They milled these two, which I guess they're just kind of like do nothings.
That's kind of terrifying though. To throw away 2 spells.
Yeah. So
You
just
tapped out.
Stuck in Summoner Sanctum?
Yeah. Bring the pain with our 1/3s.
I think so. I'm not afraid of the counter attack for 1.
I welcome it.
Yeah, it's less blockers.
Mm-hmm.
We need every little bit of chip damage.
We need
An actual card.
card draws.
Bounce it.
I just don't think we care for now,
I
right?
don't think we care right now. I mean, that seems actively beneficial for us.
That's like a very weak play. Come on. That's great.
Punch for 1. Bring the pain. If we bounce the thing, when he flips it, does it cancel the trigger? Because that would go on the stack, right? When you pay that.
I believe you
The-
can fizzle it, yeah. So that may be what they're trying to aim for with that weird surveil that they
They're just
did.
trying to get the lands.
Yeah, but now they're losing cards.
Right. What does taking an extra turn while that's tapped do? Or does the enchantment fall off?
It transforms. So,
So
you
that-
exile just transforms, so it should just stay locked down.
I guess we'll learn for science.
Yeah, I mean, if they get there and that's what they want to do. Menace. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may exile it, then return to the battlefield transformed. 7/7 Saga creature. This is pretty
Bring
good.
Discard card.
I definitely don't think we want to get hit by that.
No. Probably wait till our turn, see what we draw and consider ice magic. We can just kind of like force him to put it back on top and recast it.
I'm fine with putting it on top now.
Yeah. Then we get to attack.
We can make a shuffle it.
I don't think we can, right? That's 8 mana.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just putting it on top is fine.
And the Sahagin gets a counter if we ever manage to deal a damage to it or something. Yep, they put it right back on top. Do we care about the We'll probably just send these 2, right?
It's a blocker when that thing comes back down if you need it.
It doesn't have haste. I'm shipping the 1/1 in.
Yeah. It's a trade if we want it. For half a card for a card. And we're just kind of like time walking them with these ice magics, which is, oh god. Alright.
I don't think we want to put that on top of their deck.
Yeah. So do we want to bounce?
Our own Sahagin.
or their Hektai token. What do you like better? Well,
Oh, we'd
It
have to
can't be your
discard.
yeah.
Hagen, yeah.
just the
Yeah.
Hektai token.
Sure. Right, the stack.
What does that do?
Bounces the Sin, draw a card. We're in the same boat.
I don't think we're pushing damage right now, are we?
We'd be able to, if we bounce the Sin, we draw a card and we can send for 3
So we hit them down to 6 because
because of the trigger from the wizard. Yeah.
Is it? Does that have thing of lifelink or anything? We're fine getting hit by it, right?
We're probably getting hit by it. It's the trigger on the attack.
What's in their graveyard?
Cactuar or Grand Pulse Ochu. Nothing too good.
Do we care about either of those things coming back?
Not so much.
Because what if we let it attack, let them go to main 2, play the 4th thing, and then put it back in their hand?
It's fair.
Right?
Yeah. No, I think that's valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they don't have 8 cards to.
Or now we can do it before.
So just do it now.
Yeah, we don't want them to attack, right? And now they can't play it, and they can't do the take an extra turn thing.
Yeah, I'm down for this. Okay, that's a blocker for their weird duder. Do this first so we get the extra wizard.
Mm-hmm.
These wizards are putting in overtime.
Punch for 2?
I think so. Don't want to send the 1/3.
No.
They have fight, eject. That's totally fine.
Make another one.
Okay.
Or rescind. And with tapped Grand Pulse Ochu and Finn the Fangbearer.
What does he do?
It's got poison, and whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, they get 2 poison counters.
Okay.
So
This
it's
is menace, remember?
yep.
Do we want to throw the 1/1 and the 3/1s in front of it?
Yeah, I think this is probably the correct block. They're tapped out and have no cards in hand, so they can only take out 2 things. So
And we don't want to discard our guy.
no. Side quest decent.
It lets us theoretically play the Wyvern, right?
If we
Keep a land.
keep a land, this will trigger the wizards, though. Most importantly, I
Yeah.
think. I'm definitely cool getting rid of Call of the Mountain Chocobo.
Yes.
Because that's just free value.
Don't.
I think it's probably just worth playing the Wyvern,
I
right?
think it's worth playing the Wyvern. Because we're basically just trying to win with the Wizards.
Yeah, Chocobo can give it 2 again next turn.
And we have a 4/4 flyer if we need it. So that means they have to really think hard about attacking with the 7/7 because that's a 6 in the air back on the crackback there. They can get an extra turn if they have 8 cards. I don't believe they do. They have 4. So we're in a good space. We've got them on the ropes, as it were. We definitely have the ability to knock them to 3 just with Call them out and Chocobo. And then attack with 2 flyers is just lethal.
No.
No?
Just call it Mount to go do extra damage?
It deals 2 from the wizards.
Right, puts them to 3. The Wyvern only hits for 2.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
But if you
1
hit-
flyer. Yeah, they're attacking on the ground
Oh, yeah.
now. So Grand Pulse Ochu can pump to 5, 6. So I think we're just taking this, right?
Right.
So they're gonna give us 4 poison.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much how I feel about it. Okay, they got 2 blockers in the Fat Chocobo. Alright. So we can equip to the Wyvern,
What's
play
the cost to
Retrieve
equip?
3.
Okay.
And then we
Then
can
we
trigger
swing,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Then you
And
can
we
just
crew
attack,
this and we
yeah.
attack with the Wyvern and the carpet.
Yep.
Okay.
So equip first, right?
Yep. Unless we want me to lose, unless you want me to lose us the game.
No, thank you.
Got him.
Tempo, baby.
Yeah. Those little wizards, holy cow.
I think that's what our whole deck is just predicated around.
Pretty much.
Do we need to fit the third one in?
That's a good question.
Like, I think that's worth consideration.
It is. It is for sure.
The thing is, like, we don't want to cut a spell for it.
Right. Like
Is
give
it
up
gonna
on
be
the
the
one
bomb?
drops?
I say probably.
Okay. I mean, we're definitely not a fast deck. We're just trying to stay incrementally ahead.
How do you feel about the 1 cost blue instant? It theoretically does 2 damage.
Do we have something worth cutting?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or is that 2 all in on that?
I think we can wait and see.
Yeah.
We might need it. We'll see how things go.
I'm also considering that maybe we need to put the XL the top 2. You can play them until you get into your next turn back
The
in
Opera Love Song.
because we were out of cards.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we just need a little bit more reach than what we have.
Make us a little faster.
Yeah. We didn't see any of our card draw minus the side quest, right?
Correct.
Card draw. Card draw.
I'm in.
I think this is fine. It's a little dicey, but we have this to kind of dig us out of the shit.
Right.
So it seems better than a mulligan, I'll put it that way.
I'd rather have this 7 than a 6.
Yeah, 100%.
And now we can just dreams away a land if it's on top of our deck
Yeah,
and we're feeling golden.
I think so. Yeah, it was like, what was that draw, and do we want or do we not want to land? Go boo. Probably keep the 3-drop counter spell since we're holding up an instant anyway.
I think so.
Okay. If they want to ramp, that's okay. We have the counter for it. I think that's an easy
I think we
counter.
just counter whatever they do on this turn, right?
Yep. Probably just keep them both.
Do you have any cards in your graveyard? Because then they would have to
We
pay
only have the
something.
dreams in the graveyard, right?
We have Dreams of Liberty.
Okay.
I'm tempted to throw the island because we're gonna be side questing, right?
Yeah, that's fair. So land side quest, or do you want to land?
I think we should
Frisbee
make the
Esper?
3/3.
Make the 3/3. Gives us combat tutorial next turn if we feel like we need it. Theoretically, combat tutorial plus hold up ice magic if we really need it.
Landfall.
Saga card.
So it's got Rummage.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Farseek.
Farseek, I love that card.
I love that card also. I mean, I like that they're basically
They're
out of cards.
ramping a lot.
Yeah. I agree with what both of you said. Do we want to combat tutorial and attack? Do we want to...
I'm in for combat tutorial.
It lets us hold up the ice magic, and it lets us continue to do the things, so
Mhm.
I'm for it. That's us.
I think we should target ourselves.
Yep. I think it's a good idea.
Oh, and we found our win con.
Yeah.
I think you already played a land, didn't you?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't let you.
What was the tap effect on the green red guy?
Pay X, return a saga card to the battlefield,
Okay.
which currently I don't believe they have any of. Nope. 2 lands, a Farsi, and the thing we countered. Right now, the most important thing is just the rummage, which they're doing a nice job
Even
of.
their deck's 48 cards still.
Oof. 8/8, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to it with reach. We might be able to juggle that. Like, we have this. This just kind of does the thing. Why not the Gardener? Gotta be a trick, right?
I don't think we play the Ice Magic until we play the Elder.
Do we want to play the Elder this turn?
I think so.
Okay.
And do we just run the tap effect on that thing?
Probably are gonna end up doing that, yeah. See what they do here.
Is it an instant?
Yes, it's got flash. It's an enchantment, technically. But I think that opens up the door to attack with 4/4. I'd probably just rather see the trick now, yeah?
Yeah. We're also close to just shuffling something back into their deck.
Yes.
We're what, 2 away?
Yeah, it's 8. Maybe it's an attacker, like oh, okay. Bounce their living weapon or diamond weapon back to their hand. And they get a blocker. No, they didn't block. That's fine.
Worst things could have happened.
Yeah, they're just kind of recycling the turn again. That's what our deck wants, right? Like, just purely from a tempo perspective. Like, I don't want you to add anything super relevant. If you hit us for a 3, I don't think we care.
Yeah.
Possibly more. The single white +2/+2 or +4/+4 trick.
Oh yeah. Sahagin, play the side quest.
Sahagin side quest. Hold the land for discarding.
Yeah. And I guess after this we can start worrying about our flashback cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just keeping our hand nice and full is definitely really good. Probably just the tap land and an island.
I'm playing the tap land this turn. What are we doing with 1 mana?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So we'll go island. Ding donk. Attacks. Yeah, how many cards do I have? Oh, it'll flip. It's annoying for you. Oh, that's cool. We get a creature. Now we have a block on their 8/8 if we want it. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's actually a fine block on their 8/8, actually. They would have had to top deck trick specifically.
We also just get to shuffle it into their deck and attack with the 4/4 and the Sahagin.
Do you want to take 8?
I want to block the 1/1.
Just the 1/1 here?
Yeah. It doesn't have trample, right?
No.
Just reach. And it
Can
doesn't
they
take
give
combat
it plus 9?
Prevents all combat damage that would be dealt to it. So.
Right, but can they deal an extra 9? Can they give it plus 9 attack this turn?
Plus 9 attack
trample?
and trample? No.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's an artifact, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, that seems better.
Yeah. Land, flashback, retrieve.
I'm in for that.
Unblockable.
Yeah, it's like it's pushing a ton of damage.
Now the 3/5 can swing.
3/5 definitely. Do we want 4/4 in?
Yeah, why not?
You have to block with everything.
And then we get to kill the 1/2 and the 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to play a combat trick, fine. We
Yeah.
still got a 5/5.
Yep. They're in a tough spot. Choco Mog is not going to be that good.
Is that what it's called?
It is. It's summon Choco Mog. Because it's a Chocobo and a little one of those Moogles. I think that's what they're called.
Oh,
That's really good too.
how
I
do we
think
feel
that
about
just makes
playing
you
that?
win, right?
This?
Yeah, you just win. I think. Oh no, you're 1 off. I think you can just attack off.
No, we win. Sahagin.
Oh yeah,
Sahagin.
it bumps and is unblockable. You're over winning there, Max.
I mean, it wasn't an oops. I still had all these because they were already in the graveyard. So I wasn't just showing off all the cards I had drawn. I was merely just getting value. And I'm a blue mage, so we should be doing that.
Unrelated to Magic, this has gotten worse the warmer it's gotten in my hand.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mine still has a little bit of ice.
Yeah.
You end up doing it without white ice?
Hmm.
Which one is it?
This is the Koi Hill.
So this is probably the diciest hand, but we have Sahagin and Red Mage's Rapier here, and we're on the play.
And we can, worst case, run the Ice Magics.
Yeah, it's fine, right?
Yeah. I'm hard pressed to mulligan a hand where I can play 4 of my spells.
Yep. Yeah, I still get to play Magic here for a little while, so. Impulse Ochu. Do we want to run the Rapier out? And if they swing with the O2, we just trade, or would we rather Sahagin here?
I don't know all the comment tricks or anything like that. What do you think is just stronger this turn?
I'm fine throwing this out and just being like, if you want to trade me for an O2, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
It's just
If it's
things.
a 1/1, you can equip it later.
Yeah, it's already done. You know, we got the trading half a card for a whole card. I'm cool with that. If they're going to invest more cards in keeping their O2 alive, I'm cool with that too. Just Sahagin here probably over hold up the summoners.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we're scared of on 3. Is it like,
No.
like
Not that we can't just play this on our turn.
do we just punt for 1 off of the same thing? Because they can't. I mean, if they want to trade 1 damage back and forth, that's great for us.
Yeah, that's what we want to be doing. Just need a land, please. Suplex the Sahagin.
Sure.
That's a turn off. Pip. Well, I guess we couldn't draw land. That's a funny land or a funny card to play.
Mm-hmm.
Sahagin, what say you? Plain cycle and Moogle.
Tapper? Yeah.
It's Rick Grimes.
It is. We just tap Coral and get them.
What does Coral do?
Taps.
Probably. That's irritable or irritating.
Yeah.
It would make me irritable. Punch for 3, 4.
4.
Yeah. Bring the pain.
Bring in the pain. All we need is a land, and we get to retrieve the Esper here. If we hit a land this turn, I don't feel like we've missed much.
Right.
If we don't hit a land, then I feel like we're now starting to fall pretty significantly behind.
Uh-oh.
Double Ice Magic helps here against the racetrack.
Okay, well, if we weren't going to draw land, that was probably the best card to draw.
Agreed.
So is that whenever they play a land, they get a 2/2?
It is. Landfall, Chocobo. But we have eject plus double ice magic, so
Right.
against tokens we're pretty covered, which is nice. As long as they don't jam another racetrack here pre making a land drop, I'm okay. Again, I just really want to hit my land drops. What?
Yeah,
What's that doing in here?
I also feel like they could be close to out of lands.
Yeah, that's fair.
They did Plane Cycle on their, like...
Am I trying to make my land drop?
I think so. Why not?
Yeah. We get to ping them and we pump our rapier wielder. I guess we're keeping it, huh?
Yeah. I want to say throw it away.
Any port in a storm?
Yeah, and rip the island or mountain that's on top.
Do we just trade? Or we just chill?
So, how relevant is the 1/3? The Elder.
How relevant?
Yeah.
It blocks this 1/1 potentially, or trades with it if it pumps.
Like, don't we still just want to push damage? Like,
Just think send all of them, or just hold back Sahagin because it has value.
I like
I
holding
would-
back the
yeah.
Sahagin.
Okay.
The other ones have no value.
Fair.
And
Keeping their board light means we can answer chocobos with single cards, which is important.
and they're theoretically at, what, 5
Maybe with him. Yeah.
with our hand?
Yeah, pretty much. Another Moogle. They're going to put it on the Ocho and put it on itself. Makes sense. You got me. Ah, Zach Fair.
Okay.
So are we like just making a critter? Do we want to eject? I don't think we can get in an attack here unless we... I mean, we make a critter, we get an attack with Sahagin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it makes it unblockable?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm in for that.
Because I feel like we're just trying to like ride the Sahagin to victory.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a blocker now. We can trade with a Chocobo token or a Zach Fair, I guess, more accurately. We just need to watch their Grand Pulse Ochu because it can start to pump at 8 mana. Sahagin going bye-bye. No land, though, yet.
I still think we're in a really good spot.
Suplex.
How do you feel about Dreamsing to find the land?
I think it's fine. If we get the land, it's huge.
Right.
So it's the highest risk, highest reward I think we can do. Still doing something to progress our victory path. So, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any port in the storm, I'll take it.
I think we just hold up Ice Magic.
Yeah, it
If
seems
something scary happens,
yeah, it seems more powerful than Suplex.
is what we'd suplex Zach Fair.
Yeah.
I'd rather Ice Magic something. That's scary.
Yep. Yeah, the only negative is obviously our clock is slowed down significantly, but we have access to 5 spells right now. All of which triggered the token.
Also, if they have like nothing, we're close to removing their whole board in one turn.
Yeah.
And then they just lose.
Yep.
Do we care about that thing?
It gives +1/+1 counter
Alright.
when they make a land drop or land fall. We're fine with attacks. Probably just
Bounce
3/3.
it?
Do you want to bounce it?
Yeah.
Do you want to offer the 3/3 block, see if we can kill Zach Fair and then bounce it?
Okay. That's better.
We can flash back.
We're 1 mana away from playing our whole hand and killing them.
We can suplex the O2 before it becomes a problem. That might prompt Zach Fair.
That's fine. Still so good for us.
Yeah. So we can equip the rapier, play a land.
And just hang out
Yeah.
with our Ice Magic up. I like doing that.
Yeah, I think that's fine, right? What do we equip it to? Just the 1/3?
Yeah.
Okay. Land drop makes a Chocobo, makes a Shapoof. I think they put them on the wrong order.
I think so also.
So you should just put Chocobo, right? I'm cool with you putting all the counters on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Please go tall. Might as well attack with it. It's so big.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit me.
I'll gladly go to 13.
Yeah. But you're equipping that one. I think they just put it on the stack in the wrong order. It is easy to do on Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if anything, we bounce the 4/5.
Give me that. Oh, I was hoping they'd attack with it, to be honest. You think just bounce them?
Yeah. Because it doesn't have flash, right? It's just a flyer that cycles.
Just 4/5 flyer. And we can eject the Ochu. play this first. And then eject the Ochu. And then we get 3-3 coming in, 3-3 coming in, and they're at 3.
Seems pretty good. And then if something goes wrong, we have the retrieve to make Sahagin unblockable next turn.
And a lethal threat.
Yeah.
Your last card's a real one. Okay. Play land. Or could hold
I
it in
will
case
hold
of
it
a
in
side
case
quest.
yeah. We don't need 8 mana, really.
Nah. Got it again with the wrong order. Come back. Come back. I have this Esper. I need to retrieve it. Okay. Onward and upward.
What was that, 3?
I believe so. Yep.
Deck's not bad.
No, it does the thing. I like blue-red in this format. It's a really cool, like, it's a fun deck to play.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get any of the really busted stuff. And we haven't seen our really busted singular card.
Right. Well, we discarded it once.
We did discard it one time.
It wasn't good enough.
This card's awesome. Better discard it to play this common.
Mm-hmm.
It was discarded to play a land, I think.
It was to keep a land and the wyvern, yeah.
Yeah. I think our deck needs Prophetic Bolt.
That would be fantastic.
And my favorite card of all time, Electrolyze.
So we're up against Mythic rank number 420. Blaze it. They're giving up the best, arguably one of the best spots on the Mythic ladder.
Yeah.
Whether they win or lose this match.
This is our first, like, closest to questionable hand.
Yeah, like we have the Rapier on 2 on the play,
Sure, okay.
and then suplex their play. Seems aggressive enough we can keep it with the tap land on 1.
We just need to draw land.
Yeah, we kind of need a little bit of, like, I think we're not unhappy to see basically anything other than, like, 6-drop.
Right.
Saz's Chocobo. So that's the one that gets bigger when they landfall permanently.
Okay, well, theoretically they can't play 2 lands next turn.
Right. Land Farseek and we're effed.
They have 2 of them.
They do.
I don't think we can beat this one.
They're memeing us.
I think we'd kill one and punch
Yep.
before we get land Farseeked into oblivion.
Yep.
Number 420 ranked player, too good to block.
Probably just play a side quest.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's that or play nothing.
Mm-hmm. I think we discard 2 of these lands.
Yep. Probably just Island.
Yeah.
We don't need Triple Island or Quad Island too badly.
I guess realistically we don't need 3 mountains either, but
This time we're...
There's a trick, probably. That's fine. Precious Wanderings.
the card seems very good.
It is. It's a combat trick ramp card. We have Summon Shiva next turn, so we take this hit off the Chocobo for a bunch. Which is fine. They're just going all in on 1 card, which is kind of nice for us.
We just need to draw Ice Magic.
Yeah. We have so many answers, and we have so many turns now to draw this. As long as they don't have Magic Damper specifically, I think we're in okay shape. We can play both of these Knuckleheads if we really want to play safe, or we can play out the Shiva on curve.
I think we just play the Shiva.
Shiva.
Now you have to play for real. No more meme. Another meme. What do you know?
I think we play land.
Yeah. Let's play out here.
I think the Elder's dying this turn.
Yeah, for sure. Nope.
Ooh, that's kind of terrifying.
Ice magic. Did that.
That's so good.
What do we put back here?
Land Sahagin.
We can shuffle back, or we can put the Sin on top, but it gets the trigger again.
Which there's nothing there.
But there's nothing there, or we just put back the Chocobo, and then we can attack this turn. We can theoretically singular bounce the Chocobo and equip the Rapier as well.
I like that.
I think that's what we need to do. Oh, I would have put it on the Elder. Because we have a removal spell, that's the worst thing.
That's fair.
That bird is dumb.
That's kind of fine. There it is.
It's still dumb.
It is. It is definitely the meme, right? This is clearly a high-ranked player trying to like keep up a high spot in
And we're dead.
Mythic, so you can't discard 3 cards, right?
I don't think so.
That's respect. A little annoying to lose to a meme, but I guess that's why you grind. Quick draft. Shame on you, Mythic rank 420.
Double ramp into a stupidly large bird.
Right.
And then die to what? Is that a rare or a mythic?
Yeah. Yeah, not much of a game, unfortunately.
Although I guess theoretically we could have drawn like another ice magic and eject the tapper thing.
I think had we just drawn a little bit better, we actually were in that game pretty closely. Just like you said, it was the diciest hand we kept.
Yeah.
And it happened to be against somebody who was just like, oh, I'm going to meme.
Think how far they would have dropped off 420.
They could just lose rank for simply getting paired against a gold player, which would be fitting punishment for them.
Ugh.
I think it's good enough with the Sahagin.
Yeah.
Because if we draw any land, we get to Wyvern.
Yeah. We really want to draw the tap land.
And we're on the
turn one.
draw, so it gives us an extra look. The rare time I don't hate being on the draw. As long as we don't fall too far. But Sahagin helps us from falling too far behind.
Rip tap land off the top. Nope.
Playable.
We just so desperately need to get to 4.
Yeah.
We both know what's going to happen now, right?
Stuck.
We're going to draw the tap land.
I'll take the tap land this turn. I'm not gonna lie. I can still make a play to the board. Will not complain. Okay. This makes food tokens as well. You can hit us for 3. I'm not gonna block.
Oh, the food tokens are really annoying for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. Let's just play Wyvern here.
Yeah. Oh, I think we should have attacked for 1 first.
Scared him?
Mm-hmm.
Are they a coward?
Start the mind games. Ask them when they die roll if they want to play closest to 12.
How am I supposed to answer that? Yes or no? You pick, yes or no.
We definitely want to sketching the Shiva, right?
I think Shiva into sketch is really powerful, so that means probably want to get down
Sahagin Rapier.
Sahagin Rapier, yeah.
Punch him for 2.
I'll make sure there's no secret reach.
There is no secret. They made it very hard to secret reach now. Even I don't miss it most of the time.
Secret reach.
I don't know. I think we've seen it once with that diamond weapon. It puts like a gigantic crossbow, like illuminated over the card art.
Okay.
Because they used to do just the image, and people would still forget that it had reach. Like, oh crap, that has reach. Sam, who's learned to play mostly on Arena, is like, you didn't see it. It's like, no, I don't look for a little thingy in a corner of a card.
I read the cards. I think
would
we just
disagree
take
that
4.
we're-
Yeah, I think we just have to
Play
get
most of
toted
them,
upon.
but
Land. One more time, dealer.
Okay. Pretty funny with the Cactuar.
Yay.
Pull down the Toad.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, the Toad, they could make a land drop, right?
Punch him for 2. We're gonna punch him for 2 so many times.
It's a lot of 2 punches.
They won't even know what hit him.
This Wyvern for 2.
Mm-hmm.
They'll learn. Repeat enough. What happened to you that game? I got hit by a Wyvern for 2.
Do you remember shooting people with Goblin Fire Slinger like 10 times in a game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's annoying. They made it that large.
Fire Slinger shooting yourself.
Turn off pulse of the field.
Yeah. 6-5, right? Good job, Token. He saves this Wyvern is doing everything. Probably just keep the Toad tap
Yeah.
down. We have Tella now. We can also, again, like you suggested, probably just want to get the tempo advantage of realm sketching.
Yeah,
Do we tap down, keep the scout tap down?
probably.
Oh, I only made a scout.
I don't think we wanted to make a scout.
No, that's
think
on
we-
me.
I think we wanted to make a Shiva.
I think so. I was a step ahead.
You were.
This is the fun of watching the drinking draft, everybody. Look at this idiot. He has skipped steps. It's okay. I have a 3-2. I'm happy enough to throw away. The Shiva will draw us 1 card if they more than 1 card if they attack, which is nice. We have an expendable token because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I would really like to have had another Shiva.
It would have been very good. The
there's
O2.
not that like undo.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
We're gonna go as undo.
Are you sure you want to do this? It seems stupid.
Yeah. This seems objectively wrong.
They made a Toad.
That seems better.
Combat tutorial. Okay. So we can get down Tella, which seems pretty good with 2 non-creatures in our hand.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to like kind of survive some punches this turn.
This feels like a really rough game for us.
Yeah. It's just hard to kill their big stuff. We need the like stuck in Summoner Sanctum. I think we're still fine to attack here.
Yeah. Not having the Elder on 3 or 4 was really bad for us.
Yeah, something of note. Just like the Wyvern was nice. It could produce that little blocker for us, but
But if we could have gone Wyvern into Elder,
yeah.
like we would have done 4 or 5 extra damage so far.
That taps something, I think, and puts a stun counter on it. So they'll probably just tap Tella, which is fine because we don't want to block with that if we don't have to. The Cactuar's done some work. So we're taking, looks like
Far too much damage
they can attack with the 2/2 and the 1/1.
for free.
Yeah, it's a guilt-free attack. Luckily, they didn't see it.
Ugh.
We can block
A 6/6 and kill the 6/5.
like this. We
Ugh.
trade both, and then we chump here.
Yeah.
We could wait to try to get the Sahagin. And the Sahagin doesn't go up really much.
No, it just becomes a 3/5, which still is not big enough.
Yeah,
I think we're dead.
I think so, but I think we take 12 this turn.
Okay.
It gives us the best chance to survive. That's not much. Don't get me wrong.
All right. Let's pump.
The Sahagin? Or it could be the 3/2.
Is there a way we can kill them this turn?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know if that exists.
If anything, it would go through their Sahagin or the Wyvern.
We'd have to like pump.
I just don't think we have enough mana.
Like pump this, so this would trigger twice. Because we could do Ice Magic and the combat tutorial. The Sahagin would get a counter because we can afford to do, it would be 7. Or no, minus the equip. So we wouldn't be able to afford, so we wouldn't get any counters. So we get 2 plus 8. So 10. And they could block the Sahagin because it won't get the unblockable trigger.
We'd also have to rip a land.
We could rip a land. So
I think let's just go for it.
try to kill him.
Yeah. We didn't rip a land.
We did not. That's a shame.
It is.
I think we die. What are you giving the dog that for?
I'm trying to get him out of room.
Is Billy here?
He's about to be.
All right, we had to coax the dog into bed. That was the couple second delay there.
I wish I got coaxed into bed.
You don't need coaxing into bed.
Yeah. It would be nice, though.
It would. So 3-2, I think we can run off a win or two more with this deck. This deck feels like it. I don't know if it could trophy in a quick draft because you get some of the things like the meme we saw, where it's just people kind of trying to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the double loss bracket, it's going to get a little bit more reasonable for us to have games.
Unless you don't get a blue.
I think we have.
Yeah, we do have to mulligan. This has got the Sahagin in it.
Stop giving us 2 land
Probably
hands.
just put back this Rapier.
E-
Could put back a 4.
I think a 4. I think it's the sketching.
Yeah, it's the one that's the most. It's it's got
awkward.
the lowest floor for sure. So keep 6. Put back the sketching. Play Island. If we draw Mountain, we're in good shape. We have a nice curve here. Phoenix down. Taking off turn 2 or turn 3. Probably just turn 3. Though, if we take off turn 3, we can just make the Rapier and not play the... Like, if we take off turn 2, I mean... No. I think we're...
Don't we want to play the Elder?
On time?
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Because then the Rapier is a ping.
Yeah. Makes the most sense. They're not really... Yeah, black-white, it's a little less scary.
Well, in worst case, we theoretically had drawn the other tap land. We could still play a 2-drop and then the tap land.
Yeah. If we draw an untapped land here, we're in really good shape. Either double 2 or all the way into the Retrieve the Esper. If not, we might just be holding up the Swallowed by Leviathan. Looks like that's what we're doing. They can't tap, so we got that going for us. I'd rather have the opportunity to stay at parity on board for the most part and counter a spell. We can't be countered unless they, like, we can't surveil enough to counter it, so...
That stinks.
Yeah, that card's very good. We can bounce the token, is the one thing we can do. We'll see if they try to double spell at us. The problem is now the Galacat is big.
I'm okay with taking 3.
Yeah, I don't want to bounce that. I'm just debating if we want to bounce the job select token. That way we can't get hit by it. Next turn, they'd have to basically spend the whole turn to equip.
That's fine.
Gives us something to do this turn.
Yeah.
They at least have the coral they can activate.
Ooh.
Deadly Dispute.
That's annoying.
Draw 2. Okay, Galacat. So we can either double which lets us deal some damage.
I think we do that because then we get the Esper next turn to trigger both things.
And it makes the coral more awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I gotta block everything. Or try to tap everything.
I think we probably should have looked at putting the Exile top 2 thing in.
The opera love song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their deck's really irritating for ours.
It's interesting. The way they're allocating their resources is a little bizarre to me. Okay. Just the Esper here. Esper, we get to attack for 2 with Sahagin. We could send in the Rapiered job select token as well. And we have a 3/3 back to block.
Yeah,
I know you want to get this in to try to
I do.
max ping value.
But
I think we fall too far behind.
I think I agree with you.
I think the only way we win is if we can sneaky, like, take out, like, really ping their life total aggressively and kind of just inch our way over the finish line. Half a card for a whole card. I'm not going to complain about that. Okay. Something I expected to see. They have the ability to tap 2 creatures now. It's not the worst.
No, I think we have to play it.
Yeah.
We need mana.
Yes. Yep. Probably attack with the 3/3 if it goes into combat and they don't tap it.
I agree.
Bring it back to the zombie. Okay. So you get to take out Esper and Chocobo. That's fine. It's just a tap 3/2 now. Okay. So awkward. Land there would have been so good. Play the Elder, hold up Counterspell.
Yeah.
Granted, we have no yard.
Right, we're
but
not countering it at this point.
we're surveilling too and triggering both of these wizards.
I think we have to play the Elder. I don't think we can afford to hold up and eject.
No.
And I don't think the counterspell is really going to hit anything here.
Let's go to combat and see what they do.
Sure.
Probably just tap a 3/3, I wager.
I don't think we can afford to attack with the 2/2.
No, if it was a 3/2, I would say sure. But I don't think as a just a 2/2 we can handle that.
Ooh, they did a damage to themselves.
I did. 4/4 menace. Okay, I got blockers. The good news is none of those were artifacts.
And they can't tap anything.
What does that do? Triggers on what? An Elder? Is that the best thing? Do we make a Galacat to block in the air? Is the Elder just the best target?
Is the 4/4 has Death Touch?
Menace.
Menace. I think Elder's the best target.
You gotta click on the thing you want, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not your opponent's thing. It just gives us also the most blockers. That's a bold no block.
They couldn't have. It was unblockable.
Oh, okay.
The Realm Sketching was a really good draw. Overkilling I like it. I like it.
Okay, we won.
Yeah, because we just cast any non-creature spell, right?
Eject. I can't believe we got there.
We talked about it in the beginning part of the game. The only way we can get there is to aggressively smash at their life total and hope that we can eke it out at the very end, and that is exactly what we did. So I think some credit to us for identifying exactly how we win that game.
Yeah.
So 4 wins, 2 losses. That was a nail biter. I liked it though. It's good for content. Nope, I'm good. I hate playing blue. I hope they don't be playing against it, because they aren't going to have a good day. Sahagin, Suplex.
Too many castable cards to throw it away, as much as I want a third land.
Yeah, I think the keep there is correct. That's the tension, right? Trying to find him land drops. Mountain, Blazing Bomb. Sahagin blocks there. Land, please. I'll even take a tap land this turn. I take one of them. Okay, better. Probably just make the Wyvern at this point.
Yes, because we don't want that to get the bomb killing our wizard.
You could kill our Wyvern though. Do we care?
I think the wizard is more important than our wyvern.
Okay, I'm down. There's something. There was definitely a pause there. Could be a Thunder Magic. What'd you say?
He's playing blue. Or they were playing blue.
Probably just attack here.
Yeah. Try and bait man out.
Yeah. See what they're holding. Feels like a Summon Leviathan to me. What do you think? Could just chill.
I think we have to bait it out at any point, right?
Just play Sahagin here.
Yeah, just get through it.
That means they have to surveil one card, which is nice. Like, they have to throw something away they might not want to otherwise. Call of the Mountain. Chocobo! Do we want to hold up Counterspell, or do we want to jam the Wizard?
I think we need to jam the wizard.
In that case, Mind Games.
Alright, you got us.
Pump check. They passed. Land next turn would... No, it's not great. Awkward. You got me. You got me with your choker bow. Gonna kick Comet. Jeez, that's a lot of respect on that Sahagin.
Oh, yeah, I think we're safe to just play the Elder.
Yeah, it's good blocker now. Because the 3/2s just trade for 1 in a double block scenario. Which is nice. We just need land. Playing his way up on land right now.
It's unfortunate that they have more lands and the same number of cards in hand.
Right. That's the part that makes it extra rough.
How many colors?
2. So we have to just probably take out a Wyvern now, right?
I think so. Is there like a scary 6 or 7? Is this the turn where we sit there?
I mean, you've seen the 1/7, but they're not on 2 of those colors. But I think we have to take... This is just such a fast clock, right?
Okay. I wasn't sure if we can get value out of the counterspell.
Oh, I wish. It'd be lovely.
We can't attack either.
No. We're locked down pretty hard. There's playing one.
I would like to draw a mountain in our Chocobo Mountain Searcher.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Oof.
It's a decent block again they've presented us, so we'll see if they break it up. That's okay. That's all right. We're just down to so few things.
I think we have to sit here.
Yeah, I agree. It's a 6 cards, so the counterspell does do something. Counter it?
Yeah.
Let's just try to find a land.
It's going to be 2 lands on top.
Yep.
I'm throwing one away.
I think we have to. We can't afford it for the next like card or two after it to also be land.
Right. You have to go to 4.
I don't think we survive in any capacity. We can bounce the Wyvern, or we can bounce 2 tokens, take 2. Can't really do much. We could make this to block, and then like bounce it, pumps, and then trade a token. Bounce a token?
I think we have to bounce the tokens. I don't think we can afford to bounce the Wyvern. We play the Rapier that gets to block 1. We bounce 1.
And then we still have
We still have to block a 1/1. So we have to throw a wizard away.
I think that doesn't change no matter what.
Correct.
Right?
This game was so winnable.
It was. It was just the missed land drop. This was the most Magic, like, problems game that we had. They can, at bare minimum, call them out in Chocobo again. Comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just Magic. Nothing we really did there. We got memed once. We got magicked once. And I think once we just kind of just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah.
Which is an unreasonable mixture of things.
For a deck that was predominantly commons and uncommons.
Yeah, exceedingly fair deck for this format. We didn't have anything super cool or busted. So, I mean, not a ridiculously bad showing.
You've played this more than I have, so I feel like I'm a detriment to the team. But do you think there was a way we could have drafted a much stronger deck than what we ended up with?
It's a good question. I think based on how we ended up drafting cards, the biggest tension point in the draft was if we wanted to take that first initial side quest, right?
Yeah.
If we would have gone green, but I don't think we saw anything. We certainly didn't open a busted green card or anything.
None of the cards that we opened seemed incredibly powerful.
The roughest moment in terms of our draft was we did see 2 very late Choco racetracks.
Sure.
But other than that, there was nothing I think that we did inexcusably badly in terms of the draft. I think it was fair. All right, everybody. Until next time, cast more spells.